Before this video gets started, I just want to say one thing real quick. Guys, please be respectful in the comments, in the chat, in the in-game chat. Please be respectful to others and to me. If I see anything in the comments below, or if I see anyone in-game attacking me, one, you'll be reported, you'll be ignored, and you'll be banned from my channel. So please, fair warning, guys, be respectful. I know there's a lot of upset people. I know some of you guys are really upset about all of this, but please be respectful to others. Like I said, I will be watching my comments. Please. If I see anything, I don't care how long you've been subscribed to me. I don't care how many times you comment on my videos. I don't care what you've given to me in game or anything. If you're disrespectful, I will ban you from my channel. It's that simple. You won't be able to comment on my channel. It's that simple, guys. Please be respectful. Be mature about this. It's a video game. Please be respectful. All right, let's get to this. We'll see what happens. Let's do it. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brandon here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Skybounds here on the Fusion Islands. If you guys are enjoying the series, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and we got a lot of things to talk about here today. As you guys can see by the title of the video, Skybounds is thinking about doing a reset here on the server. So that would imply every island, every world, which includes Fusion, which is the island that I am on, along with the others. And this has been a very interesting day today, because there's people on both sides. There's people who don't want to reset, and there's people who do, and they're very passionate. Each side is very passionate. There's no one that seems to be in the middle that's like, I don't care what happens. I know there's some of you guys out there. I'm kind of I'm closer to that I don't care what happens, just because I'm just making content for you guys, and that's just what I do, and I just want you guys to enjoy my video. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a personal preference. Now, I do have a preference, or I guess I have an idea of what they should do and what I think is best for the server and what is best for everyone on the server. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me. A lot of people are going to agree with me. It's okay. I'm not here to argue with you guys. I'm not here to tell you guys this is how it should be. I'm going to put out my opinion, okay? You can comment below what your opinion is. Please, though, I'm going to say this once. I will ban people off my YouTube channel if you're toxic, if you're disrespectful to me or to anyone else in my chat. It's that simple. I will ignore you in game. I've already reported 2 people today. So look, okay, I just want a nice, friendly discussion here on the server, because this does involve us. We should be able to talk about it. There's a reason why I'm posting this, and it's because we should have a voice, right? We should be able to say, hey, this is what we should have. This is what changes Skybound should make. And that's why in past episodes, I've been a little bit more vocal about, hey, the mining world needs a lot of work. Hey, PvP needs a lot of work. And stuff like that. If you guys haven't seen those episodes, I mean, especially this season, because I think this season for me, this is my 3rd season here on Skybounds, and every season has gotten more difficult and more difficult and more difficult, and not just from learning the game, because I know how to play Skybounds. I know the different things. I know what to do on the server. I know the server, right? But what has gotten difficult for me, and why season 1 was 70 episodes, and then season 2 was only 50, and season 3 will probably be less than 50. And what's the reason for that? It's because it's hard to make new content when nothing changes on the server. Does that make sense? You're changing islands, and sure, that's great, and you're starting from level 0 or level 1 or whatever, and that's, you go from 5 million stars to 0, whatever, from changing islands and changing worlds. But wrong island, lol. What's up, awesome? But overall, nothing else changes. The people, the OP people, the stuff on the islands, everything like that, those don't change. And so therefore, when you start over on these new islands, it gets more difficult, at least from my experience. I go out into the war zone with a decent iKit gear, and I get absolutely destroyed. And it's like, I get killed in 2 or 3 shots, and part of that's the shovel. I think the shovel's a little too OP. It could be KO swords, which there's a lot of KO swords now on the server, which is, I think, a bad thing. There's a lot of players that are extremely OP. Like, okay, if you guys don't think there's players that are too OP, let's look at this. Battle top, okay? Take a look at that battle top. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't be a thing. People shouldn't have billions of stars on this server. And this is the Fusion Island. I'm not even talking about the older islands. I mean, we could go to those islands and just see how OP people are. I mean, it's not good. It's not good for the server. It's not good for the casual players, which I would put me under more of the casual player. I'm not here grinding every day. I'm not here on the server every day. I'm not, on my spawners. Like, I'm 10 episodes through, or no, not even, like 15 episodes through, and I haven't even put my spawners up. I'm a casual player, and I think for casual players, and I think most of the server is casual players, at least half of the server is casual players, and it makes it difficult for them to, hey, I want to go out into the war zone and do this challenge. Oh no, I can't, because these people are too OP to go out there to do. Hey, I need to gain 200 combat levels. I can't match up against those people because I don't have a god set. It's gonna take time to make god set, but I want to do this challenge. Blah 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 blah. It becomes a point where the PvP, which I enjoyed the most. I enjoy PvP in Minecraft the most. And so I think, for a lot of you guys, maybe you guys don't care about PvP. You just care about the building, or you care about just getting OP stuff, but not even really using it. I don't know. I don't know what you guys, enjoy. I don't know what brings you to Skyblock. I mean, I guess that's a question, or that's something that you guys can answer in the comments. What brings you to Skyblock? What brings you to Skybounds? What do you like to do most on Skybounds? Do you guys just like to build? Do you guys like to PvP? Do you guys just like to, I don't know, grind? What is it? You guys just like to make a ridiculous amount of money, just like, all these people here? What is it? Because I think that question there answers the question of, do you want Skybounds to reset? Because if you're a PvP person and you want more PvP, then you want the server to reset, because the server resetting will take away all the OP gear, right? And if that happens, then more people will be willing to go to the war zone, because it's more of a level playing field, right? I mean, it makes sense. If you're more of a person who just wants to build, then you want more of a soft reset, I think, is what you want. If you're a person that just wants to grind and it is, you're already OP and you just want to, flex, then obviously you don't want the server to reset. But to those people who just want to flex and be like, oh, I'm the best on the server because you've been around the longest, essentially is what it is. That to me is why the server is dying. I think there's less people playing on this server than there was when I first started playing, when I started my first season. And I think a lot of it is because, one, there hasn't been a consistent reset. Two, there's just people that are too OP, and the people that can't get OP, that can't, buy those ranks or whatever, they just kind of stop playing because it's not fun for them. It's not, a lot of these challenges, hey, go out into the war zone and, mine 30 gold ore or whatever. You go in there and you have no chance. Even though you have a kit gear, you have no chance, because everyone out in the war zone has OP gear, has these ridiculous god sets, the Frostwalker god sets, or the Comet god set, or whatever, these ridiculous god sets that are, super OP. It's a problem, and I think that's why the server needs to reset. Is, I get it. Those of you who are OP on the server, I get why you don't want the server to reset. It's something where you're proud of it. You're proud of what you've done on the server. I get that. So, I was watching, if you guys didn't see it, Mitch streamed kind of the announcement and the feedback and the community feedback And one thing that someone said, I forgot their name, but slash showcase. So after this reset, what you'll be able to do, or even right before the reset, you can do slash showcase. Put some stuff that you're really proud of in the showcase, whether it's your gear, whether it's maybe what they'll maybe do is allow you to put how much money you had last season in the showcase. So if you're one of those with 14 billion stars, you can somehow put that in your showcase to be like, hey, I was the top person on the server. Maybe they'll give a reward. Hey, that BSTOW top person, whoever you are, let's see, BSTOW top, Dover Mickey. Hey, Dover Mickey, congratulations, dude. You got BSTOW top. Here's a Immortal Shard or for the next season, or here's Eternal Shard for the next season. Something. Hey, Fortnite. Hey, congratulations. You got second on the top star. Put it in the showcase. Like, hey, I made $1 billion last season, or before the reset. Put it in the showcase. I made this ridiculous OP sword, or I made this ridiculous OP pickaxe. Put it in the showcase, and that way you have something to be proud of and be able to show off. And I think that's something cool. If you guys, those of you who just want to flex on the server, that's, I think, a way to say, hey, I was one of the best on the server last, before the reset, which I think is a good thing. Look, I know a lot of you guys aren't gonna agree with me, but a lot of you guys do agree with me, and here's my proof. So let me go ahead and switch screens here and show you. I'm back here with the results breakdown. So what they did was they put out a poll for you guys, and this is an hour through, I believe. So yeah, votes in about 1 hour, 660 votes, and these were the options. So hard reset, soft reset, new world, do nothing. So do nothing, obviously do nothing. New world created that will be made to reset after X amount of time, but none of the other islands get reset. Okay. Hard reset or soft reset, removal of money and stars, and nerfing of items in game, but everything else is the same. And then so you keep spawners, all that stuff in the soft reset. Hard reset, removal of everything, including spawners, money, items, sets, god gear, whatever, all that stuff. But you get to keep your levels, your prestige, your cosmetics, your island, your kits, and your ranks. Obviously, you'll keep your ranks no matter what, and your kits. I'm fine with this one, with the hard reset. The only thing though is the levels and prestiges. For me personally, I would want my levels and prestiges to be taken away. That's me personally. So let's meet in the middle here, okay? Let's do a hard reset on all of the islands, okay? But you can but let's add a new world. So, and this is what I said they should have done instead of doing the Fusion Island. Was they should have made it a completely new world. But obviously you didn't want to lose all of your stuff that you built on those other islands. So that's why they added the Fusion Island, I guess. That's why they did what they did with the Fusion Island. So here's what I would do. I would combine the hard reset with the new world. So what I would do is I would obviously hard reset the existing islands or worlds, which is what, 6 worlds? 5 or 6, I believe. So I would hard reset those. So you guys get to keep the prestiges, get to keep the cosmetics, get to keep the islands, kits, levels, ranks, all that stuff. You lose your money, you lose your spawners, all your in-game items. That's what you lose. And basically we have a reset. All of you guys who have your kits, obviously you guys get to keep your kits. Obviously that's fair. And then what I would do though, because here's the levels thing is that kind of like the weird part for me. I would add a new world. I mean, you guys, they got rid of 5 worlds, so why not just add another one? It's probably adding a new one, which is a completely new world where obviously your levels don't carry over or anything like that, which I think is a good idea because there's people who want a complete restart, right? And there's people who don't want to obviously lose their levels and lose their prestige because you guys have worked hard on that, and I understand that. But for me, I haven't prestige. I haven't hit level 50 on all of these islands, and so for me, I don't really care about my level or reset because every time I do a new season, I want my level to be at 0, right? For content wise, I want to restart, which makes sense. A new season, whatever, it makes sense. For that, I would say you get best of both worlds if you do a hard reset, but then you add a new world, because those people who want a complete restart, like me, would go to the new world. For those of you who want to keep your levels and prestiges, then you guys can stay on your island that you're on and you're good. You just lose your spawners and stuff like that. So what does this do? Well, it balances the server. That's the main thing. The biggest problem with Skybounds right now is it's not balanced. It's completely unbalanced. And essentially, those who've been playing the longest on your island are the most OP, right? They have the most god sets, they have the best gear, they have the most eye kits, they have the most spawners, they have, whatever. They have the most OP gear and whatnot. Like, it's that simple, right? So it's leveling the playing field. It helps new players. Guys, I understand a lot of you guys who've been playing Skybound since it came out, and you guys are still on that island since since the server came out. I get it. You don't want to lose your stuff, but that's where the showcase comes in, to kind of show off. And I understand it. There's a lot of you guys who don't want to lose your stuff, who've worked hard on the server, but I think resetting it will give you guys more things to do. You guys get to build up your spawners again. You guys get to build up your god sets again. I mean, that's the fun. This is why I do new seasons. It's not because, I want to go to different islands and build new islands and whatnot. It's not just because of that. It's because I get to build new gear. I get to unlock I get to unlock more kits. I get to, play with new people and stuff like that. And so that's why I switch islands so much. And I think that I understand you guys don't want to lose it now, but why are you guys still playing? That's what kind of you guys are so OP. There's no competition. What do you guys do? Do you guys just grind all day? Do you guys find that fun? Don't you guys want to PvP more? Don't you guys want more people to PvP? It's the same groups. You got this group of 10. You got this group of 10 who are all super OP, and they're the ones fighting all the time, and it's these long 20 to 40 minute fights, and you guys don't lose your gear because your gear is soul bound. So what's the fun of that, right? What's the if the servers are reset, that means everyone gets new gear. Everyone is on a level playing field to where you're gonna have 50 people in the war zone, 100 people in the war zone. That's, I think, what the goal here is. It's to make PvP a little bit more fair and a little bit more fun. And that's, I think that's the biggest part of it. Also, mining world. The mining world is completely dead. So let's change the mining world. Maybe get rid of the mining world completely and add a whole new game. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think the mining world is something it can be a very cool and fun thing to do on the server. But people don't play because people have people can make $2 million easily with something else, right? It's who cares about the mining world, right? So changing up the mining world, making it something where it's something that people will go do because it's not only fun, but you get cool things out of it. So I think that the mining world needs to be changed as well, but I think a reset will help that. Again, the reset will help people have more things to do, and guys, let's get through all of it. I think this is just more, I guess more people have voted here. That's interesting. Comments have been dated. Okay, so that's it here on this. Let's switch back to in-game here. All right, so yeah, that's just my opinion. Like, here's one other thing I want to say, okay? I'm in episode, 15, 16, something like that. And I'm already at level 37. That's ridiculous, okay? My season 1, by episode 15, I was like level 20. Now, obviously, I was new and I didn't know what I was doing. But again, there's, let's have it in between there. I shouldn't be at level 37. I should be only at like level 25. Let's be real, right? I started like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Like, come on. Like, it shouldn't be that fast to get to level 50. And what happens because of that is I'm going to hit level 50 really quick. I'm going to prestige, and I'm only going to be 50 episodes through. And then I'm like, okay, now what? I have all this OP stuff. No one PvPs because everyone's OP. or not everyone. If everyone was OP, then whatever. But you know, there's this OP group, and you can't do anything in the war zone. The mining world is dead because it's pointless because everyone is OP. And it gets to a point where, okay, well, I've hit level 50 or level 35. I'm done. My season's done. I have nothing else to do. New players who come in and who want to, you know, I mean, there's new players every day. And they come onto the server. They go out into the war zone and be like, oh, this is great. And then they die instantly to all these OP people. And they're like, well, this is stupid. I'm too late. And, you know, there's not a single world on the server where it's fair for the new people. For, you know, and some of you guys are like, well, I'm not a new person. I get it, but you're also an experienced player to where you can get all your stuff. You can build that back up, you know. The fun of these games and the fun of resets, the whole point of resets. Why do you think other games reset? Why do you think Fortnite, they have their different seasons? Why do you think Rocket League has their different seasons? Why do you think they reset their stuff? Why? It's because it gives you a reason to keep on playing. It gives you a reason to build yourself back up again, and that's the whole fun of it. That's why this is why I'm doing my 3rd season, and it's why when I joined Fusion, I didn't import my steampunk, which I could have easily. I could have easily imported my steampunk, been at level 50 already, been a prestige or whatever, and started my season like that. But I didn't, because what's the fun of that? What's the fun of already being at level 50 and already having all this money and already having this island? You know, I didn't want that. I wanted a restart. I wanted to do something new and different. So that's my point, and I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like I said, it's fine if you guys disagree with me. It's completely fine. I understand that. Let's be respectful. Let's be nice to others. You know, you can put your opinions in here, but just be respectful. Not just to me, not just to other creators, not to just your peers, your other people commenting in the video, but to the server. Because, you know, saying, hey, you know, being disrespectful towards the server owners, the admins, the mods, being disrespectful to them is ridiculous. Because they gave like Lauren, Mitch, you know, all these dudes, they gave you a server to enjoy, to play on, to give you content to, you know, to play, and they've given you a server that's, I think, a really, really good server. And because they want to balance this server, I understand some of you guys don't want that, but they also want to improve the server and continue improving the server and making it fair for everyone. And I think that's what everyone should want. You should want a fair server. You should want something where it's not something where a new person comes and join, or a new person wants to, you know, restart their stuff, but then they go to this island and they get completely pooped on because they're lower level and they don't have anything. It's unfair. It's unfair for those people. And so that's just my opinion. They just want to make the server better. And so I think we should all respect that. And you should be respectful to them. You should be respectful to those who maybe don't want the reset or do want the reset. Let's all be grown-ups about this. Let's all be mature about this and say, you know, let's, you know, consider both options here and put your opinions, but be respectful about it. That's my only thing, because when all this went down and reading the chat, I couldn't believe some of the things that some people were saying. And towards other people, towards me, who just, all I said was, I think it's a good thing. And I got all these messages, and I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked, and I ended up reporting a couple people, because that's not cool. It's not cool to do so. So guys, it's a game, and I get it. You guys don't want to lose stuff that you paid for, which makes sense. So you're not going to lose your ranks. You're not going to lose your kits. You're not going to lose you know, whatever the cosmetics, whatever the other stuff you paid for. What you are going to lose is the stuff that you got in game that you can get easily after the reset. And that's the whole point of it. It's to improve the server. It's to help make the server a little bit more fun, a little bit more enjoyable, adding new things, being able to add new PvP or more PvP, being able to maybe play the mining world again, or maybe improve the mining world so more people play it. You know, doing those things to just enjoy the server and have new things to do, because I've seen a lot of people like, hey, you know, Skybounds is dying, and it's because there's nothing to do. People are bored. Well, okay, let's reset it. Let's reset it. Give you guys something new to do. And you know, there you go. So that's my opinion, guys. Like I said, sorry if this is a long video. Sorry if this is more of a rambling type of video. But I just wanted to get my opinion out there. I wasn't going to do a video on this, but when I saw all of the comments about it and all the honestly all the disrespect, I had to post a video. So this is my video for today. Sorry it's out so late, but I had to get my opinion out there. Tomorrow I do the Slayer challenge, which was a lot of fun, so look forward to that. More content obviously coming here on the channel, more Sky Wars, Bad Wars, all that stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new channel, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Later, guys.